sense of space and understanding where defenders are.
Yeah, we talk all the time, Charles, and it kind of gets cliche about the hands that he has, but really it's the truth. For a tight end, some of the best hands in the game. The Bears at 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they were looking good until last week's loss took them from the ranks of the unbeaten.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was expecting this team to push the 72 Dolphins, but still, you got to take a lot of positives from this first month. If they can bounce back and move to 3-1, they'll be pretty well set up for the remainder of the season to follow.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. You talk about this Washington defense. And they've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
You have to like the way that they've played in the first month. They have to be very proud being a top 10 unit against the pass. Their goal, though, in this one, see if they can improve that ranking.
Here's Williams. That is caught, and he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Bears on the move. They've got another 1st down. Well, they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. And I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that. I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 8. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he's going to be stopped close to the 1st down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. It's 18-yard line. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Williams from the gun on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the 1st down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Chris Godwin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Santos with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball is going to come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, here we go. First ball leading. 19 Lions.
Throwing now is Daniels. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. You look at this Bears defense. Coming into this one, ranked number 19 in the NFL against the pass.
With their lack of pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Off the play fake, Daniels. Past the 20, and he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Let's go.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Now Daniels. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Come on.
Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down 1st and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all true, isn't it? Because otherwise, you get out of what you plan to do during the game, and it's still early. Don't get crazy because you gave one up. Just respond as you just noted.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Taylor is in. Touchdown, Washington.
And there's an offense that didn't panic after getting down early, and with good reason. No better way to silence a home crowd than with a nice, long, sustained drive, and they were able to put one together here and finish with a touchdown run.
Joey Sly on for the extra point. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
60 Bobcat, 60.
To throw, Williams. Here's a quick pass. He's got Chris Godwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and Godwin, the motion man.
Well, they'll fake it there on the jet sweep, and instead, here's Swift. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Play action. Now Williams. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. You have to be a little careful. You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone.
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
This 2nd and 4. On play action, here's Williams. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
To throw, it's Williams. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Santos' kick is up and through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Daniels looking to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements. Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
More the motion man. He rifles complete, caught by Moore. And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touched down. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Swift. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Santos' kick is up and through, and that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st and goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best...
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. In motion goes the tight end. Throwing is Williams. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one goes for 24 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Open man, he finds Kmet. Touchdown, Chicago. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Daniels. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Trap 60, trap 60. 19 tight, 19 tight.
To the air, Williams. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
I know retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay, good.
I just need some chocolate and a box of tissues. Here's Swift. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Eluding the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Washington on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
Let's go now. Panther 11, Panther 11. Get in the end zone.
They'll look to throw for it with Williams. Touchdown! Keon Coleman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears take a 3-touchdown lead. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. To the air goes Daniels. That's complete. Once again, it's Gesicki. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. To throw is Daniels. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Again, he'll drop to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Back to throw again. Target is to Dotson, and he's got him. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Get it. Mustang 19.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Michael Pittman, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead will be cut down to 14. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Freeze the defense. We gotta make a play here. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Make the play here. Just be patient. Just take it to him.
Here's Williams. Finds his target. It's Swift along the sideline. Just a gain of a couple there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
I like the thought process. I like the design, but I think he may have waited a little too long to spot his man, because if you're going to run that drag route, you've got to put it on him and let him turn upfield. Instead, he waits until his receiver's too close to the sideline, and they don't get the yards after the catch.
From the gun, here's Williams. And this is complete to Moore on the comebacker. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. And from the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. Looking to throw is Williams. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
To throw once more, here's Williams. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Anderson. And the Commanders are going to have it here just past the 25. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. The Commanders going to use the 2nd of their timeouts And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Daniels. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They'll give him 4 yards there. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Working out of the gun, Daniels. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Cat 50. 18, pioneer.
A final shot before break. Daniels. The toss here completed to Pittman. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback, and the third quarter will start from the 30. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
A big play there on the catch and run. 61 yards.
And normally when you think about huge field-flipping plays like this, it's that shifty slot receiver or that burner on the outside. Not here. That's a tight end doing work down the field. Where's the oxygen mask? He's going to need it after that one. A big, big play.
He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Again, it'll be Taylor. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
There we go.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Flushed out right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
No hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3.
Dragon 60. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
Tried the hard count, but to no avail.
Trying to do anything to get them to jump off sides and pick up a first down easily. Instead, it goes against them.
Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Sly able to put this one through, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. To throw, Williams. This is Coleman with the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Swift going to try up the middle. And he's got room. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. And he's got it. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
To throw, it's Williams. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
They were held out last time. Here now is 3rd and goal from the 1. To the air once more. Williams got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Keon Coleman, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Santos with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
No score zone. Buffalo 18. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Daniels looking to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Now 2nd and 5.
Mustang 19.
Here's Daniels. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 83 yards receiving now for him on the afternoon as he's got a first down here.
Come on, come on.
Throwing now is Daniels. And this will be swung out wide for Taylor. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 12-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Check, check.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Jonathan Taylor, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Commanders are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And this will get out of bounds. No worries there, though. That still goes as a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
A handoff, Swift running to the left. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing is Williams. Completes it to Coleman. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Let's go now. 60 by 6, 60, go.
They'll fake the give. Now Williams. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Deron Payne. A sensational effort by him, and that is one of the biggest losses you'll ever see on a sack. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. To the air, Williams. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Come on, set. Seven Pirates. This defense is asleep. On this drive. Keep the ball moving. Dragon 60. That's it, boys. Get a few yards on this point.
Now on third and forever, he'll look to throw. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. And that one results in 35 yards.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Back to the running game with Swift. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just float from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Williams from the gun on third down. And that is incomplete.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
On is Santos for the Bears field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. To the air goes Daniels.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
To throw is Daniels. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. look to throw again. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and it ends up falling incomplete.
They'll look to throw again. He'll get this one to Pittman. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's caught. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Cowboys! 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 18, right here. Go.
Now Daniels. Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
Boy, that was lockdown coverage there. He's scanning for someone to come open. But that was great work to blanket everyone. And in the end, he's just got to throw it away.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Ready.
They'll look to run with Taylor, and he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Jonathan Taylor with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and they actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Keep those sticks moving. Tag. Go, Rick. Go.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 67 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
And what a tough spot for this defense because they know it's coming, but they're just powerless to stop it. What a great run there to start the drive. And you can bet there'll be more where that came from as they try to ice this game away.
On play action, here's Williams. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
2nd and 10.
Cougar 19.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he'll get about 3 here up to the 44-yard line. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the 1st down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Here's Williams. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Dio Odengbo drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Here comes the Bears punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team.
Good ball, baby. People work for it. Yeah, you can do it, baby. Come on, this is ridiculous. This is it. We're counting on you. Let's go. Come on, Heath.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Here's 1st and 10. He's back to throw. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. He'll look to throw. And that's into the hands of Gesicki. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here.
19 Lions.
Back to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Here we go. Here we go. Warriors 70. Dragon 60.
Back to throw. Pass complete to Taylor, and he will get to the sideline here, but that a minimal gain at best. 3 yards, possibly 4. 2nd and 6 coming up. They'll look to throw. Out to the right and complete to Pittman. Now the Commanders going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Well, this offense still has the 1 timeout here, remember. 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Come on. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
Daniels looking to throw. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here comes 2nd down at 5. Here's Daniels. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Montez Sweat in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, it came down to the final play in such a close ballgame. What a game it was, but they can't get that last throw off. Good job by that defense to get in there for the sack to seal it.
And for fans watching the game, a little bit anticlimactic, don't you think, partner? Not even able to get off one last throw to see how it would have turned out. Instead, pass rush got to him and ended it that way.
So for the Bears, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Washington,
they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins.